If you want to try this, get comfortable. I got comfortable. I'm in my comfy chair with my blankie and my kitty cat on my lap. Nice and comfortable. And you're also going to need a beast of a car. I've got an Aston Martin Valkyrie, fully upgraded. And we're in the exclusive series at Silverstone. This is I think I call this one the bridge circuit, the variant. Here's our beast of a car. This is, yeah, very, very fast, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I've got the agent hired. I also had the manager was free to hire, so I hired the manager as well. So we're doubling up on the fame. I think this was a 50 or 60% fame day as well, but we're also doubling up on the R dollars. Just because, yeah, for no real reason. I don't really need R dollars. I've got like 10 million or more than 10 million of the R dollars, so that's not too much of a problem. Because I run these races all the time for fame, and then you just collect the R dollars as you go along. But when the manager, when the manager's free, you may as well hire him and double up your R dollars. So as we're coming around here through Stowe Corner up to the Vale Chicane, this is our first shortcut we're going to take. Shortcut to the Vale Chicane. I'm just showing you the first laps. These first cars are so slow. You can see we're just breezing past them. They are like, I don't know, they're in slow motion. They're like stuck in the Matrix or something. I don't know, they're very slow. And then here's the big shortcut we're going to take. This shortcut gets you to overtake quite a lot of cars. And that's how we're going to try and catch up with the points of creation. The actual point where the cars on the track have run out and the game has to create new ones for you. And we're going to try and get even ahead of that. So, but at the same time, I also wanted to hit a good distance here, because what's the point of hiring the agent and the manager and having a 60% fame day bonus if you're not going to do like 200 kilometers at least, you know? Otherwise, you know, you're earning 10,000 fame and doubling that, that's like, it's not really going to get you anywhere special. So, yeah, we're looking at going for like big, over 50,000, more like 100,000 fame points here. So that's, maybe I'll just upload the whole race and you can watch that. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. It might be boring. Don't want to watch it. But yeah, this is just showing you in real time. We're going to be doing a lot of skipping around and jumping forward here, because the next thing we want to do is hit the perpetual point. And in between, once I hit the perpetual point, which is like after you overtake 42 cars, you'll see here we're jumping to, I think we'll probably hit it quite soon now. Yeah, I've done about 27 kilometers, yeah. So yeah, probably going to hit the perpetual point quite soon. And then you'll see, at this point in the race, the cars are faster than you. Even though your car's fully upgraded, they're still quicker than you. Somehow, they get like a little boost, the bots. But they're still slow in the corners, and obviously you're taking shortcuts. But you can see I'm gunning it flat out here. And there's no cars ahead of me. You can't see anyone. Even looking for dots on the track it wasn't showing up. But then all of a sudden, a whole bunch just appear in front. That's the perpetual point. That's when now cars will just spawn into the race. And now you can overtake a whole bunch more cars. You see here, we're running out of time, 24 seconds. We're going to take our shortcut, and boom, up to 70 seconds. So overtook like 5 or 6 cars there. So that's pretty good. That'll give us a nice boost on our time. 60 seconds as we cross the line, and that goes up to 82. So yeah, that's pretty much now. You can just carry on, go round and round and round as many times as you want. It's called an endless endurance race for that reason, guys. You can end this whenever you want to. What I do when I do this race is I will actually stop taking the shortcut. I'll take the shortcut here at the Vale Chicane, and then just check my time. You can see here I took the shortcut, overtook nobody, and I'll probably be able to overtake this guy here at the chicane. Yeah, I'll get him there because the bots are still slow in the chicanes. And then 45 seconds is not quite enough. But if I'm like at 60 seconds around this part of the track, I'll go around the track. Because otherwise you reach the point of creation very, very soon, and it becomes a bit more difficult to go long in the race. But as you can see, just as I'm coming out of that last corner, there's a glitch there. The game is glitching. That's not like editing, and it's not got anything to do with the capture software or anything. It's nothing going on. That is, the actual game is just glitching. And I think it may differ depending on what phone you're on. Me on my crappy old Samsung, it glitches there, and I think that's when it's spawning in more cars. We're not seeing them spawn in because they're spawning in way ahead of us. So, and yeah, I think I'm getting 2 points of creation because sometimes it glitches there in Stowe Corner as well, and I think it creates cars here on this straight. I think it's called the International Straight, I'm not sure. They don't use the circuit configuration anymore, so yeah. And here we go, the shortcut again. And yeah, I'm gonna start skipping ahead quite a bit now, because now you've got the idea of what it's like to race up to the perpetual point, race past the perpetual point. And now I just want to show you some of the odd behavior. We've jumped ahead quite a long ways. We're almost at 100 kilometers now, so that's like this is about halfway distance of like the minimum what I want to do is 200 kilometers. And you can see now I'm starting to overtake the cars, but by the time I rejoin the track on the shortcut, they are starting to fade out, they like ghost out. Because that's what happens to them when you overtake them in an endurance race. They ghost out. And that's important to notice, that you've overtaken these cars. There's never going to be a car behind you. They ghost out. So, yeah, just something to note there for future reference in the video. It's going to come up again where we're going to be looking at these cars ghosting out, and then no cars being behind you, and then suddenly there's cars behind you. It's going to be weird. So if that's the normal behavior, then the behavior that's coming up is going to be a bit strange. And it'll take you a bit by surprise maybe. But yeah, so here we're coming up to the shortcut again. And you can see here, this guy, I actually crashed into him before he completely ghosted out of the way. So you've got to be aware of that. But also in this race, you can see I'm taking damage. I'm not pushing extremely very hard at all. It's not a difficult race to get to this sort of point of the perpetual point and that kind of thing. It's not difficult at all to get here. You don't have to be like a Group A time trial kind of player to do this. This is quite an easy one. You can see again that car is ghosting out as because we're overtaking the car while we're off track over here on the sand in the shortcut. We're overtaking these cars, and what I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to do it just quite yet, but what I am going to be trying to do is overtake all of those cars in front, so that we come onto the track with clean track in front of us. I'm just showing you a few times of taking this shortcut, just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Sometimes this car here might ghost out. Yes, he's ghosting out, but there's a big glitch. So that's when you know, well, at least that's when I know, because my phone does that. That's when I know I'm reaching that perpetual point, the creation point now. So here we go again. We've skipped about 20 kilometers into the future. And you can see here, there's two cars in front of me. One of them is going to ghost out there. And now there's one car in front of me, but he's way, way down the road. You can see we cannot see where he has gotten to. He has disappeared. He's off into the distance. And this is why I think it might be different on other phones and that, but here I can see one car in the distance here, and as I come out of Stowe Corner, I approached the Vale chicane, there's two cars. All of a sudden, it was like two cars. I didn't want to overtake that guy, so I let him go and stay in front of me, but you see, it glitched again there on the exit of the Vale chicane, but it didn't actually create any cars, and now I'm going to overtake this car. But it has created cars. Look how many cars it's created in front of me again. So I found that to be a point where I could now extend the race, because I've only done 157 kilometers. So it was like, I don't know, it was kind of like I was racing against two different points of creation. But I was only catching the point of creation here at this particular part of the track. I don't know if that's going to be just maybe because of my phone, or if that's different. Look at this. I want to show this in slow motion. Here's cars that I'm overtaking and ghosting out. They are crashing into each other. I think if you put in some really hot laps, they start spawning in really close to each other, and I think that's what happened here. Slow motion. Watch these guys ahead here. It's like that car is ghosting out, and then this guy just hits him. And then he's also ghosting out as I go past him. So you get some weird behavior, but that's to be expected. I mean, we're actually trying to break the game here. Let's be honest. This is what we're trying to do. Yeah, I almost overtook this guy, and then he ghosted out. So he's got big glitch, and then nothing. There's no one in front of me. You see, and I can't tell, there are some cars way in the distance. So now, those cars came in way ahead of me. So, and I don't know I'm not sure about this. Maybe you guys know better than I do. But maybe that point of creation moves back. It like starts at like Cop's Corner and then moves backwards. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm just, maybe I will just upload the whole race so people can check it out, and maybe you have a better explanation for it than I do. And here again, I was catching up to where, at this point of the track, taking that shortcut, I was just up on the last car. There was one car to overtake, and everything was pretty similar. And so you can see there's just the one car up ahead, and if you look on the map doesn't show you too far ahead, but there's only one dot there that I can see. And then I took the shortcut, and there were a bunch of cars, and this is at now 210 kilometers we skipped forward, and now nothing. Big glitch and nothing. No cars in front of me. So I slow down, I look behind me, there's cars coming behind me. They were created, spawned into the game, into this race, behind me. So look at that. Remember how I said they're supposed to ghost out when you overtake them? I didn't actually overtake these guys. These three cars here, these three bots, I didn't overtake them. They spawned into the race behind me. So I had to slow down and let them through. Otherwise, I just would have driven around until time ran out. So I had to, so I let these three guys through. And that's gonna, I don't know, it slows me down. So now this lap is gonna take longer than the last lap, but I'm still gonna overtake everybody. I'm gonna overtake them at a different point on the track, which means the cars at the point of creation where they're spawning in are gonna probably spawn in the same location, but I'm not gonna be ahead of that yet. So have a look what happens here. Here I am, they're spawning in, there's the little glitch, and there they are right next to me. It's like, you have to keep right. I keep right in that corner. It's not the correct racing line, it's not the fastest way through that corner, but you have to keep right. I was doing it because of those, like I showed you how I hit the car that was ghosting out. The cars are created right there, look. There's the glitch, there's the car. It's amazing how I just missed that guy. It's weird, man. But yeah, that's racing against the points of creation in an endurance race. Here we go again. I think this is getting close to our end. I think I only did about 230 kilometers. Sorry. So here again, nothing, and I checked, no one behind me. So I don't know what I did here. I overtook it, and if it did spawn cars in, it didn't spawn them in right behind me. So, but I was like, okay, listen, I've done what I wanted to do. I wanted to get to like 200 kilometers. I kind of worked out that would be enough fame to get me with a 50 or 60% fame bonus day. That would get me to level up, which would earn me some gold, and that's what I was after. So at 200 kilometers, I was happy for the race to end. So I didn't bother too much about turning around and going back looking for bots or anything like that. You can try that if it happens to you. I've done it before where I've turned around and gone back and found bots and then had to turn around and overtake them again. I'm taking the shortcut just to see if there was anyone there, that there wasn't. And so our time ran out at about 230 kilometers, shall we say. I think maybe I coasted this to the line. No, I didn't. I just stopped it right there. That was enough. All right, guys. Well, that's racing against the point of creation. Till the next one, have a good time all the time. Cheers.